What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, I had a surprise waiting behind the door. This is a 98 YZ125. I purchased this bike about 2 days ago, literally right before work. I had maybe 5 minutes to look at the bike. Paid 900 bucks for it. Now, I know some of you out there are thinking that's ridiculous. It's not. I mean, parted out right now, I could honestly get maybe like 12 being like fair and friendly, but parted out I could still make money on this bike. Do I plan on parting it out? No. I still got a ton of 50 parts I didn't part out. But I plan on rebuilding this bike from the ground up. And I don't mean every single aspect of the bike brand new. I just mean I want to get the bike to 100% like OEM, or just good running, a decent, reliable, strong running bike. So I purchased the bike for 900. The bike is valued at about 1900 bucks, Kelly Blue Book value. So I figure that gives me a $900 margin or budget. Not that budgets ever work out, but that's what I see. So I do have a bunch of parts already on the way. I made a little list. I checked it twice. And either whatever's on this list is either on the way or I already have here, as in grips, a lever, possibly a shifter. I have quite a few backup parts from just different builds and stuff like that. And, if I could save some money during this, why not? But I do plan on rebuilding this motor. I guess I am gonna split the cases, or I don't know. It depends on what it looks like. If I pop the cylinder off and that rod is moving up and down, then this bike is gonna go back together with 0 hours. So let's hope the rod is in great condition and I don't feel the need to split the cases. But it's something that I might honestly do regardless, just to say it has a fresh motor. And a lot of people out there, have that mindset, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yes, that is true, but I don't want to put a brand new top end and carb rebuild kit and plastics and everything and go in hot, and next thing you know, the rod, blam, gone, motor blown. This way I know it has a new crank, a new piston, new rod. Everything is fresh. It'll have 0 hours. New bearings and all that, seals. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this camera up and I'm gonna get disassembling this bike. I'm going to put it on a time lapse, and then I'm gonna go over everything laid out. Over here, as you've seen before, I think this is it's an oil spill mat. I got some baggies, a Sharpie to label things. I got tools that I'll be needing. I'll be needing more than this, but that's just what I had set up for the major things. And then this table as well, if need be. So, without further ado, I gotta figure out where I want this camera set up. Maybe here? Yeah, that looks nice. So I'll keep the camera set here. I'm gonna throw this on a time lapse and I'm gonna start disassembling this thing. I'll be right back. Alright guys, as you've seen, the bike is fully disassembled. Getting that rear wheel off was a doozy. I did not get that off on the time lapse, and the linkage I don't think I fully got done on the time lapse, or the forks coming apart. But just little things that happen. This bolt stripped out. I had to file it down to a 9 and then remove it with a 9mm because the 10 stripped it and the impact driver wasn't cutting it. So I think I'm gonna need, I know I'm gonna need new bearings for the swing arm. I think I can save these bearings. I think I can clean the linkage and repack them and they should be all right. If not, I did find a used linkage system for $50 with good bearings, and then, you know, if I really want to, it's like $75 for a brand new bearing kit for it. But I don't know which route I'm gonna take. If I could save it, might. If I feel certain way, I might just order a lot of new stuff. The motor, I'm gonna take the cylinder off and see if there's up and down play with the crankshaft. If there is, then obviously that motor has to be fully rebuilt, which I might do anyway, to be honest. It would be good to get this bike together, clean, painted, all fresh, 0 hours, fresh bearings, ready to go. But yeah, so I did find some things that I know I need. The shock needs to be rebuilt, I'm pretty sure. I need some hardware here and there, like the front axle didn't have the nut on there. I'm not even sure that's the right front axle, but it was on there. The front clutch, there was no lever. There was a perch, no lever. Everything was like rusted. A lot of rusty parts. So what I'm definitely gonna do is I'm gonna run, I don't know if I'm gonna record all of it, but I'll record some of it, putting some parts through the parts washer. If I'm gonna save these bearings, I'm gonna polish up that linkage. If I'm gonna get the other one, then I'll get that one, clean it, polish it up. I think I might have fork seals and stuff on the way. I know these radiators aren't being used. I have a OEM set coming with hoses, chain sprockets are coming, foot pegs are coming. There's quite a few things coming, but yeah. Other than that, she was pretty good. I mean, it was sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I felt like along taking it apart. Sometimes I felt like it wasn't worth the 900, but then again, you know, once I had everything laid out and I started doing a little bit of digging for how much parts go for. Yeah, I definitely got like a deal, because to buy all of this, even in this condition, or if I obviously in this condition it would be worth a little less, but if I cleaned all this stuff up with just regular cleaner in my parts washer, I could definitely get more than I paid for this bike easy. So I did make out, and there's not really a budget for this bike because it's going to be my personal bike. I'm going to keep it until, you know, I'm able to upgrade to maybe a newer 125, and by then I might have more money, so I might just buy the newer one and keep the older one to be with my other 90s baby over here. But yeah, so other than that, I'm just waiting for parts and you know, going over, I just keep going over, like scouring everything to make sure I'm getting everything written down on the list that I'm going to need. Because I don't want to get, you know, ready to build and then I need something, which usually happens anyway. But, you know, if you could avoid it, avoid it. But if it pops up, fix it. So, yeah, I guess in the next part, because this part was just going to be step one. It was just going to be showing you guys the bike and disassembling it. The next part is going to be addressing the motor and figuring out what's going on there. And by then, I should have some of the parts in to show you guys. So, stay tuned for part 2, which will be pretty much cleaning up what I do have and showing some parts if they do come in, or I'll make part 2 disassembling the motor, or disassembling the motor could be part 3, because I only want about like 5-6 parts tops, which is, you know, disassembly, motor, cleanup, new parts, reassembly, ride video, and I'll figure out the order and then I'll get back to you. But thanks again for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, check out my other videos. If you find anything amusing, click that subscribe button because I got tons and tons more coming. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about this build, any ideas, maybe you want to throw some tips out there, make fun of me for taking forever to take it apart because you know a simpler way, then I'll get back to you. But until the next time, I will see you in the next one.